Hello, friends. It's me, James Henry, your pastor here at Doolin Church, and it's good to be with you today for another Doolin Weekly Moment, Doolin Weekly Podcast. This week, I thought I would note some observations that I made recently and the ways that certain inconveniences in life can be an invitation to see the world in a different way. Uh, Not that it really matters, but Linda and I are getting ready to get a car. I'm getting another car. Uh, my old one is worn out, and it was about time. So we went and began the process of purchasing a car. They anticipated delivery on a certain date. And in the interim, in my speed to move ahead, I went ahead and sold my old car to CarMax. Um, Fast forward to when the car got delayed in terms of delivery by 10 days. These are the kinds of things that happen. And yes, it's a first world problem. It's not a big deal. We can all move past those kinds of things. But it gave me an opportunity to reflect again. I think everything that comes our way can be an opportunity to check where we are in our spiritual lives, who we are, and how we're connecting with what's going on. And so earlier this week, as I was walking from place to place, I began to realize the difference between a car and the opportunities I have to walk places. Falls Church is such a walkable city, and because I'm right up the hill from the church, I can walk there. I can walk to the grocery store. I can walk to a number of coffee places or to a number of eating places if I so desire. And it's a delight to have those kinds of things. But sometimes you want to conveyance a car. And I realize that what a car does for me is it helps me to get somewhere. And that's a wonderful thing. But walking helps me realize I am somewhere. Do you notice the difference between that? A state as opposed to a form of transport? Think about it for just a moment. If you're in your car listening to this, you can just ponder it. Don't let it distract you from driving. But the truth is, when we are on our way from one place to another, particularly if we are the driver, we don't have the opportunity to really see what we're passing through. Oh, we glance. That's a whole different level than gazing at it as we can stop along our walk and catch sight of our neighbor's beautiful flowers. We have a neighbor who grows artichokes, not to eat the artichokes, but because they make these beautiful flowers that I didn't even realize they did. And it's part of their pollinator garden. It attracts bees, it attracts butterflies, and all kinds of things. Things I wouldn't notice if I was driving out of the neighborhood as opposed to walking out of the neighborhood. I begin to realize as I walk that I am in a place, that I already am somewhere. It's not that the destination is everything, it is that being here and getting there eventually, I get to experience every moment as presence, not thinking of myself as getting in the car here and getting to the place I need to be with whatever happens in between, listening to music or a podcast or a book or traveling in silence, as the case may be. Whatever happens between those points are often missed, or at least only passed over in a very surface way. Life is truly a gift. You know that. I know that. Every time I catch a breath, every time I realize I'm alive, my heart is beating, I'm drawing breath, I realize it's a gift. And what walking this week, as inconvenient as it may have been for some of the errands I might have wanted to run and to the places I needed to go, uh, it, it was an opportunity to reflect. And because I needed to go some places that required a certain distance, and because I didn't have access to a vehicle. I got to meet so far this week 6 different Lyft drivers, and they were all delightful people. It's interesting how unique this world is and why different people do what they do. The stories of each one of these folks who drive for Lyft or Uber. I use Lyft, just happen to use Lyft, but each one of these drivers, has a story to tell, a story of relocation to this area, and this is one of the ways that they help make ends meet. How they drive buses, school buses, during the rest of the year, but in the summer, they don't. So this is an opportunity to make some extra money while they're driving their own vehicles, transporting people in smaller quantities than they do when they drive the bus. Or people who are in transition between one job and another. And this is an opportunity to supplement their income. Someone who's retired and who supplements their retirement income by driving for Lyft. These people I got to meet, that I got to hear their stories of, got to hear about their children. I got to hear about their church connection or lack of church connection. And in the end, it is what it is. But these stories enrich my life. And as I was being conveyed from the parsonage where I lived to the place I needed to go, and then back home eventually, in every one of those, I had the opportunity to meet someone new, to converse, to connect, and to get back here to the house. Everywhere we are is someplace. In the car, it's very easy to forget, whether we're driving or not, that where we are right now is someplace. Where we are right now is someplace. Even if you're driving the car, it is someplace. But it's very easy to forget as you turn on your stereo system or the podcast, or even if you drive in silence and you're just trying to pay attention to the road. It'd be very easy to just be paying attention to the road, trying to be safe, without recognize that you are someplace. Where you are matters. Who you are matters. And all this walking just reminded me that whether I'm driving or walking, I'm someplace. I'm not just the destination I'm trying to get to, but there is a path, a journey along the way, much like the joy of being a follower of Jesus. Wondered how I might tie it in. As followers of Jesus, I'm on the path with him. There may be an ultimate destination if you think of the destination as heaven or an afterlife, joy, peace along that way. Fine. We hope to be loving down the road. We hope to be kind and gentle down the road. But where I am right now is on the journey with Jesus, just like you are. Wherever you are, whether you are headed off to work, whether you're staying at home and taking care of people in your life, or you're retired, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you're doing, you're in a place, you're on that path with Jesus, and that path really matters. Wherever you find yourself, my friends, thanks for joining me today. But wherever you find yourself, just remember you're on the path with Jesus. You have the opportunity to choose how you engage with the things that you're doing. Preparing dinner, driving your car, taking a walk, growing flowers. It's a disparate set of possibilities, but all of those things that you do are part of the path. Part of the path. Not the destination, the path. So wherever you are, be there. And let God's presence fill you in that moment. You're not just going someplace. You are someplace. Thanks for joining me this week. If this has been interesting or helpful to you, I encourage you to share it with others. If you have reflections or thoughts you'd like to share with me in response, you are certainly able to email me at pastor@doolinchurch.org. Give me a call on the church phone, make an appointment, come in and see me. All of those are possibilities. I would love to continue a conversation or start a new one with you. Thanks for joining me today, and I will look forward to our next time together.